My name is Sheila Bedouin. I'm the Executive Director of Hanan Relief Group. I want to give a special shout out to our Hanan team here. I'm also the board president of the Wisconsin Muslim Civic Alliance and the treasurer for the Wisconsin Muslim Civic Foundation. We tonight wanted to present several special awards tonight, honoring partner organizations and individuals who have made a significant impact through their dedication and service. The first one tonight is the Pillar of the Muslim Award. And they did not know they were getting an award tonight, so this is a surprise. We are honored to present the Pillar of the Muslim Community Award to the Islamic Society of Milwaukee. Brother Salah and Brother Uthman. As the largest mosque in Wisconsin, the Islamic Society of Milwaukee stands as a cornerstone of our community, a place where faith, education, and service come together. For decades, they have provided not only spiritual guidance, but also educational programs, youth initiatives, and community events through the Salam School and other programs. Give them a round of applause. This one. And I'm going to give you 30 seconds.
Each or?
Yeah.
No, thank you very much. I was thinking, Yani, who's the one with the bad luck will talk after Khalid, honestly. But subhanAllah, it was me. So mashallah, jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much, everyone, for this great evening. We are so proud of our community. I am a person who traveled to different communities, involved with many organizations actually. And I'm always so proud of Milwaukee community. We are so focused when it comes the priorities, which is education, which is having good faith, strong faith, working together with bridges and make sure we have the work done. And this evening and this event and this gathering shows that everyone came here tonight. We are really care about the cause, and we will see inshallah together a beautiful future for our children and our community, and we will witness one day free Palestine and stopping for this crazy genocide. Jazakum Allah khair.
Assalamu alaikum. I would like to thank Sister Fawzia. I would like to thank the board of the WMCF. WMCM, I confuse them all. Thank you all very much. This is not for me and Salah. This is for the Islamic Society of Milwaukee, which means it's for you. You are the one who built it. You are the ones who funded it. You are the ones who allowed it to grow. We have the largest Islamic school in the country. We just bought a new campus. We have more than 30 acres, and we're continuing a little bit more because we want to make sure that this community continues to grow, that our children, all of our children will take the lead, and they will take the lead not only, hey, they decided to work. They will take the lead not only for the Islamic Society of Milwaukee, but for all the organizations, and they will also take leadership positions in governments. This is a work that we must all work together to make our entire community succeed. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.
I'm going to give him the box. Yeah. Yes, take the box. Thank you. All right. Now, I'm going to introduce another surprise, because he did not know either. We like surprises. We're honored to present the Lifetime Bridge Builder Award to Brother Will Perry. He's worked tirelessly, supporter of our community, playing a key role in organizing and sustaining our events after a year. Our whole table got awards here. We did. Who's it at? I'm not sure. Is it down?
No, I didn't see that coming.
Yes. Yeah. So we have an award, and I think it's outside, but we want you to speak for 30 seconds. Or even, you know what, we'll give you 1 minute.
Bismillah. So I didn't see this one coming. I don't. These sisters have been something else over the last 25 or 30 years or so. This is an opportunity for us not only to build bridges internationally, but we started, as the brother mentioned, start locally. This is a beautiful community that we have here. The organization itself has been growing from the very beginning, working with the WMCA, WMCF, and all the other Muslim organizations here locally. We've been trying to be a part of that. So the Milwaukee Islamic Dawah Center, the ISM, Masjid al-Huda, Masjid al-Quran, all the mosques have been working, the Rohingya mosques, all have been working together very closely to strengthen this community. So we're talking about building bridges. This is where it starts. So the brother mentioned, this is where it starts, right here locally. The strength is here. We grow deep roots here to move on, to move forward. I see that the NAACP is here. I've got other groups that are here. Our lieutenant governor's still here. We've got some elected officials that are here. You know, work on them. They know where they can know and see where our strength lies right here. So if they want to get back on board, they got to work with us, right? May Allah bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much.
Your award is here. It's coming.
Huh?
Your award is coming. Just take this empty back.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Fazia, you're up.
Okay, I'm up. And last but not least, our Bridge Builder Award. The Wisconsin Muslim Civic Foundation is really proud to present the 2025 Bridge Builder Award to the Wisconsin Civic Power Table, sitting right here, for their outstanding efforts in fostering civic engagement and building inclusive communities in Wisconsin. Thank you. Please come up and take your award. Thank you so much. They're amazing partners, and we're so glad and so excited to present this award to them, to the Wisconsin Civic Power Table. You can actually look at all the names of our awardees in the directory. I'm going to put another plug. Please take a look at all the silent auction donors and our sponsors from Platinum, WMCA. Thank you. Gold, members of the PSSF, and then our silver and bronze. And actually, one of our silver sponsors is also the Wisconsin Civic Power Table. Want to thank you again. So let's give it a round of applause to our Bridge Builder Award.
Thank you, thank you. I don't feel certified or credible enough to speak after all the great speakers we've had tonight, but want to echo what Brother Khaled said about feeling like family in this room. Seeing so many beautiful faces doing such great work. Really, it's a privilege for us to be on one side of this bridge, and hope that it's a long-lasting and strong one. So, thank you. I was going to practice my Arabic, but I don't think you guys want that.
Here you go. Is that me? Am I next? Okay. All right. I'm next.
Oh, yeah.
I want to thank our platinum sponsor again, the WMCA, and I especially want to thank our gold sponsor, the Palestinian Student Scholarship Fund. I'm proud to say that I'm a board member of the Palestinian Student Scholarship Fund, and I want to give a shout out to them. You guys want to? Through my role as WMCA board president, we have the privilege of working with many elected officials, and we want to take a moment to acknowledge and thank all of the elected officials tonight. I ask each elected official to stand. Please hold, when your name is called, please hold your applause until I have finished the recognition. Alex Brower, Milwaukee City Alderman. Amy Zimmerman, State Assembly candidate. Andrea Pratt, Milwaukee City Alderman. Ariba Khan, Ozaukee County Supervisor. Carolyn Gomez-Tom, Milwaukee County Supervisor. Darren Madison, Wisconsin State Assembly Representative. Forgive me if I pronounce someone's name wrong. I'm from the South, so if you can't tell my accent there. Deepak Janalageta, Deputy to Attorney General Josh Call. Devin Remiker, Wisconsin Democratic State Chair. Francesca Hong, Wisconsin State Representative, candidate for governor. Georgia Konstantakis, Franklin Municipal Judge. Greta Neubauer, Minority Leader of the Wisconsin State Assembly. Jack Ekblad, Milwaukee County Supervisor. John Nelson, Mayor of Franklin. Kelda Royce, Wisconsin State Senator, candidate for governor. Mandela Barnes, former Lieutenant Governor of Wisconsin. Michael Hallquist, Brookfield Alderman. Nabil Salous, Franklin Alderman. Robin Vining, Wisconsin State Assembly Representative. Ryan Clancy, Wisconsin State Assembly Representative. Yusuf Hassan, Franklin Alderman. Dr. Maksud Khan, Franklin School Board and candidate for Milwaukee County Supervisor. And last, West Sila, Elmbrook School District. And also, we also want to recognize our Illinois friends and elected officials joining us this evening. Wissam Shahid, candidate for Cook County Commissioner District 6. Bushra Amawali, candidate for U.S. Congress. We want to thank you all for your service, your partnership, and your dedication. And since we have our friends from Illinois in the room, I think it's only fair to say the Bears still suck. Thank you. No, we need to keep going. We're running on schedule. Go ahead. We'll get this first one.
You know, it really is amazing to see so many of our elected officials come out tonight to support us. So please give them all a round of applause. Because for all that time at the DNC when they didn't let any of us talk, you know, we're making up for it tonight. Aren't we? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited, so grateful to get into one of the more exciting parts of our program tonight, the live auction. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we have some amazing items up for auction, and obviously you are very aware of how important of a cause you all are supporting through this auction. And, you know, one special thing up here is a Packers football. I don't know how we got it, but it's got every player from 2024 signed this football. I mean, just one of the extraordinary items here that we are about to auction off for all of you. But before we begin, I'd like to introduce who will be leading us through tonight's live auction. Is someone we all know and love. Well, some of us love him, the rest of us put up with him. Isn't that right? And his name is Ihsan Atta. Ihsan is funny, he's charming, and he knows how to keep the energy high while always keeping the auction halal and leaving any haram jokes out at home. Okay, Ihsan, you're warned now. He has a way of making every bid exciting, memorable, and appropriate for everyone in the room, okay? I promise. So get ready and let's raise some funds for the WMCF. Ihsan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, guys. How you guys doing? I can't hear you. How you guys doing? I know it just got quiet all of a sudden. I need noise constantly for me. Let's go. How are you guys doing tonight? I know you guys are like, who the hell gave him a microphone? In fact, I have text messages of people going, do they realize that they've given you an opportunity to talk with a microphone? I'm like, oh well. So I just want to start out first of all by thanking everyone for being here. Give yourselves a big round of applause. thank all the guests, all the dignitaries or whatnot. I will say, as he said, I know you guys are wondering, like, seriously, like they give him a microphone? They did make me promise to keep it clean, to keep it nice, not to go off script. I did make the promise, but then I was like, I'm at a political event. I don't need to keep any promises. So anyways, I know you guys are probably getting a little tired. I want you guys, because I need to wake you guys up, because you guys look like you're kind of asleep. So I want everyone to raise their hand like this. Raise both of your hands up in the air. I want to see everyone's hands up in the air. Everyone's hands, keep waving, Okay, you guys feeling good? You guys feeling awake? This is what I want you guys to do when I start auctioning off items, okay? Raise your hand, keep them up, waving, and I want everyone to raise their hand. So I just wanted to say, just to remember that this auction isn't just about bidding. It's about strengthening our community, about donating with purpose, and sincerity. Because we do need, as Professor Khaldoun said, we need to invest in this community. So I don't want to like prolong things. So I want to go straight to the items that we're auctioning off. Which are, the first item that we're auctioning off is a dinner with the one and only Professor Khaldoun. So, yeah, you can clap.
I forgot to announce this person as an elected official, just announce him.
Okay, we forgot to announce one of the elected officials. Is it Tip McGuire, State Representative? Round of applause for him. I said Baydoun. Sorry, did I say Khaldoun? Sorry, Baydoun, my bad. So we have a dinner. So let's start this dinner. Let's see what comes with this dinner. Well, it doesn't say where you're going, but it is an ultimate prize, I would say. So you get to have exclusive, uninterrupted access to, as you can see, a wealth of knowledge by his presentation. And insight about different things. So while you guys are dipping chicken nuggets, you guys can talk about different things happening in the world. So who wants to start the bid? This is a dinner with Khalid Baydoun. Let's start the bid. Who wants to start? I'm going to start it very low, not because you're not worth every millionth dollars, but I just want to get it started just to get people bidding. So let's start $25. Do I see 25? All right, 20. Oh, you're at 50 already. $50 going on. Do I have to do this? 50. Okay, I'm not really good at math, by the way, so we were at 50, 150. Nuad, $150 for a Nuad. Do I hear 200? 200? Oh, Fazia, 250. Like I said, I'm not good with math. 250 for Fazia. Do I hear 300? 300 with a dinner. A Sister Naheed, there you go, $375 for Sister Naheed. Do I have $500? Can I get $500? Okay, I can't see you, sister, but yes, get that credit card ready. $500 in the back. Come on, do I have $600? Can I get $600? Okay, all right, 510. Do I get 510? Wait, who? Oh, your man. Okay, we got your man Musa here. 500. What did you say? $600, right? I know your dad. 600. $600 for your man. Do I have 650? Can I get 650? Your man is a young man. If your man, who's a young man, still in college, did you graduate? You're just still in college. Don't say nothing. Still in college. That is giving $650. I can't get $750 from someone. Let me see someone's hand. Let me see someone's hand. I know there's a lot of doctors in here. I mean, I know what you charged me just for the last time I went to a doctor's visit. I got $750 here. There we go. Listen, I like round numbers with zeros. Let's just go straight to $1,000. Can I get $1,000 for dinner with Professor Baydoun? Can I get 1,000? I see. Wait, I see hands. Where are these? Okay, 750. We're gonna stay at 750. Okay, 800. 800. Anyone? All right, 750. Going once. Going twice. 800, we got your man. Listen, this college student is making you guys look terrible. What's up with you doctors and lawyers out here? Come on now. We got $800 from a college student. He still has to pay his tuition. He's got loans. What the heck? Okay, I'm going to bounce to 1,000 again. $800. $800 going to $1,000. Sister Naheed, there we go. Thank you. Big round of applause. Wait, she didn't win yet. Y'all need to slow it down. All right. Do we have 1,050? No, I don't like that. 1,100. Do I have $1,100? $1,100. Okay, we got 1,000. Going once. Going twice. If anyone sees hands up, because these lights are in my eyes, I can't see anything. Going 3 times. Sold, Sister Naheed. And you get these conversations. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things you can ask him, like his social security number, mother's maiden name, stuff like that. Let me see. What's the next one? Okay. We have this beautiful art piece. Is there? Where's the camera guy? Can you? What's your name? Thank you. Can we get this? No, it's okay. He's going to put it on camera. Can you move it? Is it heavy? Okay, we have this very beautiful piece, which was created by local artist Rita Fatima, who's known. Where's Rita? Is Rita here? Is Rita here? What table now? Rita? What's up, girl? Big round of applause for Rita. If you don't know Rita, she's known for her beautiful Arabic calligraphy and architectural paintings. Listen, I've been in some of your houses. This is a perfect picture or a piece of art. It's not even a picture, it's a piece of art, okay? Perfect for some of your houses, high ceilings, open walls. And I've been in some of your houses. You guys build these big ass houses and you don't know how to decorate. In the future, invest in decorators, okay? But since you haven't, here's a piece that's gonna really make your house pop, okay? So, this piece is priceless. If you know anything about art, believe it or not, I love art. I'm such an art enthusiast. So if you know anything about art, and I can't even draw a stick figure, but you know the love that goes into it.
Making an announcement that silent auction is closing at 9:15.
Oh, silent auction is closing at 9:15. That is 3 minutes from now. Anyway, 1 minute? I don't know. I'm on Arab time. So a lot of love goes into doing art pieces. So I'm going to start this piece off. Do you guys see it? Beautiful piece. Would you say this is acrylic? Not acrylic. Is it called? What's the acrylic, right? Yeah. So you have some, I can't see because of the lighting, but you see, it's just beautiful, right? And it's kind of like, it's kind of like 3-dimensional too. So this is a beautiful piece that would look good in your house. I'm gonna start this off at $1,000. Can I get $1,000? $1,000. All right, $1,250. $1,250, do I have $1,250? Listen, this piece is not gonna go less than like 5,000 to 7,000, if not 9 or 10. So prove me wrong. Okay, don't prove me wrong. $1,250? Did I start at $1,250 or $1,000? I think I started at $1,250. $1,250 over there. Do I have $1,500? Do I have $1,500? Where's my wife? My wife just bid $1,500. All right, do I have I don't know where she's at though. $1,600. Do we have $1,600? Okay, you guys are like being a little bit too quiet. I know this is like a lot of politicians. You probably feel like you're in a budget meeting. Do what you do at a budget meeting when it gets quiet. You throw money at the problem. So give me some money. Let me see. What is that? 5,500? Dr. Aman. Listen, Dr. Aman, I know you got the money, man. Listen, you got a DR in front of your name. $2,000, right? I told you I'm bad at math. 2,000, Dr. Aman? 2,000? Yes, 2,000. Listen, Dr. Aman, that's your wife next to you, right? Okay, I didn't want to do like one of those, what was that game where that insurance guy got, anyways. Listen, you raise your hand, you tell Dr. Aman to just stay silent, okay? So we're at $2,000. Can I get $2,250? $2,250 for this piece of work. $2,250. Come on, you guys. You're getting quiet on me. I need you guys to stretch again. Raise your hands and stretch. Right? Listen, if you guys, I'm gonna start, if you blink, that counts as a bid. So I'll be watching closely. We got $2,000. Come on, I'm not gonna let up on this one. Can I get $2,250? Just give me $2,250. Someone. All right, $2,000, going once, going twice, sold, Dr. Amon, $2,000. And let's give Rita a big round of applause again. Thank you very much. Okay, the next picture we have, it's a print. This olive tree print, Sheila, my Vanna White, is gonna model it for me. All right, this is this print is I can't remember what the name is, but it's also known as the tax deduction. Okay, you guys, 501c3 tax deduction. All right, so it's really a powerful statement if you look at it closely. I want to start the bid at, let's start at $50. $50. We got $50 from Sada here up front. Do I have $100? $100. $100 from Wissam from Chicago. Listen, people down south are bidding. If you Milwaukee people aren't. Oh, $500 from our Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib. All right, $500. Do I have $750? Can I get $750 here? I need to get $750, otherwise people blinking are going to start getting charged. We have your credit card numbers, just so you know. $750 from Sada up front here. There we go. Can I get $1,000? Can I get $1,000? There's nothing here that should be going for less than $1,000. Can I get $1,000? Do I need to come down there and start fighting you guys? Okay, we're at $750. We're at $750. $1,000. $1,000. There we go. We got $1,000. Thank you very much, sister. I appreciate you. See, people say that women, Muslim women are what, like oppressed and whatnot. Girl, we be paying. Our women take charge. All right. Our women know how to spend some money, right, men? No, we have independent women. All right, $1,000 here up front. $1,000. Going once. Going twice, $1,000 sold. Big round of applause. All right, let me just see what the next item is. Okay, let's do the football. Let's do the sign football. How many sports enthusiasts are in here? Oh, listen, Professor Baidoun is not only a sports enthusiast, he's a boxing enthusiast, if I'm correct, right? So if you guys don't bid properly, you will be sparring with him in the back, okay? So what can I say about this? Okay, so this football, besides being probably halal zabiha cowhide, has all the signatures of the Green Bay Packers, right? And you know how the Packers are doing. We got us a defense this year, right? So we might be going somewhere. So this thing is going to be worth some money. So I'm going to start the bid off at $250. Remember, it is halal zabiha cowhide. Okay, $250. Can I get $250? You guys don't even care about the Packers like that? Should I? Okay, I'm going to start it at $100. Wait. Was that, no, hey, $250. You wave your, okay, you got $250. The gentleman in the back, I'm not sure if that was a server or not, but I was going to charge him too. So we got $250 at table 15. Okay, can I get $300? $300. I can't. I know it's $300. $350. $400. I don't know who's saying $400, but we got $400. Okay, $750. Okay. $500. Can I get $500? $500. Can I get Oh, we got someone over here. $550. Is that Dr. Josephine? Okay, girl. $750, right? Listen, I don't know math. $750. Okay, can I get $1,000? I told you we're gonna get to $1,000. $1,000. We got $1,000 here. And what table is that? Assalamu alaikum. See, these are our female doctors that are spending some money. All right? All you male doctors are like embarrassing me right now. So where were we at? 5,000? No, I'm just joking. We were at 1,000, right? 1,000. Okay, can I get 1,100? 1,100 from anyone? 1,100 we got. Oh yeah, brother. 1,100. We got Batum in the house. No, can I get 1,200? 1,200. 1,200 in the back. She's not giving up on this. 1,200. Do I get 13? Oh, 1,300. Is that Hashem? What's up, Hashem? 1,300. Do I have? We might as well just go straight to 1,500. 1,500 because we don't have time, you guys. 1,500. $1,500. What's 1,500? 1,500. $1,500. Do I have 1,600? 1,600. Mo Khalek, 1,600. 16. Okay, do I have 1,750? Can I get 1,750? 17. We might as well just go straight to 2, right? 2,000. Can I get $2,000? Let me see who's brave enough to give $2,000. Remember, this isn't about the value of anything. This is about giving back. This is about helping your community. This is about the future of the community. There you go. 5,000. My brother. No, I'm sorry. 2,000. Did I say 2,000? 2,000, right? We got 2,000 back there. Can I get 2,250? 2,250, anyone? 2,250? 2,250. Listen, I don't know if his wife must have gave him some drugs. Thank you, Hayat Pharmacy. So he's probably not thinking straight. We have attorneys here. You cannot back out. Okay, 2,250. Do I have 2,500? 2,500, anyone? 2,500. Okay, 2,250. Going once, going twice. Sold 2,250. All right. All right, so now the final thing we have is a Palestine jersey. A Palestine jersey that is going to be signed by Professor Khalid Beydoun and Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib. Or Congresswoman, I have to mess up your name on purpose just so I can pretend I'm like those. Congresswoman. So they're both going to sign it. Now, I need you guys to really bid on this because one of the promises the people made me do.
Donated by Khalid Beydoun.
Oh, and this was donated by Khalid. So he's a guest speaker and he's donating. So that should make you guys feel like shit if you guys don't give us a lot of money on this, okay? I'm sorry to say. So listen, one of the promises I had to make was that I didn't come in my uniform that I tend to like to wear. So if I can't come in my uniform that I like to wear, and some of you guys know which uniform I'm talking about, then I expect you guys to bid me on this. So I'm going to start this at $250. Okay, this is going to be priceless because it's going to be signed by two amazing individuals that are in this room that you guys got to hear one of them. You're going to hear the other one. So let me see, 250, 250. Okay, I got 250. Oh, we got a fight at this table. We got the PC, Palestine Children's Relief Fund. There will be their gala on November 2nd. But their table is bidding. 250, 300. Do I have 300? Do I have 350? 350. We got 350. Do I have 400? 400. 400. Listen, if you keep your hand up, I'm just going to keep bidding. 450. Do I have 450? Anyone 450? 450. You guys going to let 450 in the back. There we go. Oh, Sister Hiba. Thank you. 450 in the back. Do I have 500? Do I have 500? Oh, what's up, Sabrina? Oh, we got the bidder in the house. Okay, we got 500. 500. Do I have 550? 550 from Julia. Listen, she's the attorney. She's going to outdo anything. So, how much? 1,200? Listen, Ashraf won't mind, believe me. 1,200. 1,200. Do I have 1,250? Do I have 1,250? I don't know, I'm going to get in trouble with a lot of husbands. Do I have 1,250? 1,250. Anyone? 1,200. Going once, going twice. Sold to Hiba for 1,200. Okay, you guys, thank you very much. I think that's it, right? That's it. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate your guys' generosity. Hopefully you guys bid on some of the silent auction items. For all of you guys that don't know, you're supposed to bid over what the value is. You know, if you didn't do it this time, know it for next time. But anyways, thank you very much, and congratulations on all the people that won.
All right. And now, I'm here to introduce our keynote speaker, Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib. She really needs no introduction. She's a trailblazing leader, advocate for justice, equity, and progressive change. She was born in Detroit to Palestinian immigrant parents and became the first Muslim woman elected to the Michigan legislature and the first Palestinian American woman in U.S. Congress. Please welcome Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You guys, I don't think you realize I go to bed right after Nisha. I can't. This is a very, very long program. But it's okay because for some reason the auction gave me anxiety. It really did. Sand really gave me anxiety. Thank you so much, of course. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you. Do you need your, okay, is this your phone? It's distracting. Okay. Thank you so much for all of you for coming here tonight. It's always an honor to be among people that make me feel completely seen, and that the stance that I've taken on behalf of my community that I represent, and of course, Hashem Palestine, again, you all make me proud, again, to be in this space, to know that our fellow Americans across the country believe in ending the genocide. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I want to always start with my roots, so I'm going to just start with a little bit of my background because it's important. Plus, a lot of folks always want to know about my parents and my background. So I'm, mashallah, the eldest of 14 children. Mashallah, say mashallah, I'm not hearing it. I have 7 younger brothers, 6 younger sisters. I jokingly tell people that we can sway local school board elections as we have a voting bloc. My yamma is from Beit Ur al-Foka, which is a small village in the West Bank. It's about 700 people. It's actually right now under attack by settlers who are trying to expand the illegal settlement there. My yamma came here to the United States 3 months pregnant with me. So I was technically made in Palestine. Yes. My yaba came before most of my family members. My yaba only had 4th grade education. He came at 19 years old. We all can relate to this story. 19 years old, and he came, and he was the guy in the 70s that put his arm out and said, "Which watch do you want?" And the watered-down perfume he would sell. But alhamdulillah, he got a job at Ford Motor Company. And I remember my yaba, who was a proud UAW worker, I mean proud. He told me it was the first time he ever felt human dignity in his life. He said, "I'm on the same line. Didn't matter I had an accent, didn't matter I was Muslim, didn't matter I was Palestinian, didn't matter I had 4th grade education. We were all equal up against the man. And we were all, again, protecting each other in the workplace." The UAW got my family literally politically involved. When I tell you I turned 18, my yaba says to me, "Yalla." He didn't say happy birthday, because yalla, go register to vote. You all, again, may know that father who is really rooted in labor movement. That was my yaba. You know, I am very much grounded in the roots, not only as the daughter of a Palestinian immigrant parents, but as a girl that was raised in the most beautiful, blackest city in the country, the city of Detroit, where we have birth movements. The Southwest Detroit neighborhood, I know Khaled knows. Now, Khaled didn't grow up in Southwest, he grew up in Warrendale, I think. Yeah. Southwest Detroit neighborhood was 20 different ethnicities, mashallah. When I tell you it had, all this different array of just rainbow of people from all different backgrounds, I always remind people that actually growing up there made me a better Muslimah, and it made me a better public servant. Detroit is where neighborhoods have history rooted in movement that grew from the streets, not City Hall, not state capitol, not Congress. Movements that grew from the ground up. Again, not the legislative branches full of sellouts in corporate boardrooms. It's the city that has first-hand knowledge of the pain and the hurt of policies rooted in racism and capitalistic schemes that keep our families in survivor mode. If there is any city that can take down fascism, it's my birth city of Detroit. It is not just a cool phrase to say Detroit versus everybody. And I welcome you anytime that you feel like you can't move an inch or you cannot function. Come to my city, and I promise you, you will leave stronger in understanding that you have more power than me as a member of the United States Congress. Because again, together you all can speak truth against the struggle for true freedom from oppression. My Black neighbors and especially my community mothers taught me so much. It's a city that again taught me that institutions like Congress weren't built for people like me or us. Community mothers like Lila Cabell, who literally worked side by side with Mother Rosa Parks, and Grace Lee Boggs, understood that transformative change, and I want my brothers and sisters in this room to understand, but transformative change it never came from Congress or the White House. It came from us. These institutions do not care about the right to organize unions to ensure workers could actually live at their job, that they wouldn't die at their jobs. Is when workers withheld their labor. That's how we got the right to organize unions, not because Congress members woke up one day and said it's a really good idea. Same thing with the Civil Rights Act. You think, poof, a Congress member, president woke up and said, man, that's probably a good legislation that we need to get signed into law? No, people boycotted. They put their lives on the line to get voting rights and Civil Rights Act. We kept pushing from the outside in. Again, we have that power. I say this all to you because I'm continuing to witness the fact that we rely on people, again, with these titles instead of community members without titles that, again, collectively can be a loud bullhorn that moves institutions like this. When I was 11 and 12 years old, I was with my yumma, and if you know, again, I'm the eldest of 14, so I'm still her translator. Her social worker, her lawyer, everything. She calls me about everything. If you're Palestinian, you'll know her. She goes, every time she got a speeding ticket one time, and she says to me, "Itti Congresswoman al-Fadhi," and I said, somebody else translate. I said, "Yama, it's illegal for me to call, and you're gonna have to take the class. You're gonna have to deal with it. Stop at, But it's interesting. When I was 11, 12 years old, at Sears, and if you're a child of immigrants, you've been there, where you go up to the counter, you bring the clothes, and I'm translating for my mama, right? My yumma is, literally telling me this or that, and back in the day, for young people, Sears was a department store. So if you remember Sears back in the day, because they don't know, sis, back in the day, they had that paper coupon you know what I'm talking about. And me, she used to cut it out, take it. There's a lot of kids, so she had to be frugal. And I still remember the cashier looking at me, the kid, and saying, she needs to learn English. I don't know if it's because if you knew anything about my Siti Shama Allah Arhamha, my dad's mom, she was kind of a firecracker. And, Shama's like a candle, I guess, but she's more like a firebomb, actually. But she was that firebrand. So I remember something snapped. And I was like, excuse me, but I'm not translating what you are saying to my mother. I'm only translating what my mother wants to say to you, because people like you are the reason that she doesn't feel safe speaking English. And I remember, my mother just looking just in complete shock. Her face turned red, and she's like, listen, she leaves the clothes. She throws it on the counter, and she pushes me away from the counter. She does that, I don't know, I think it's a universal mother pinch, but the immigrant mother pinch. She goes, Sears hay. This is the last time we're going to this Sears. ليش يما؟ ليش انتي الوحيدة بتسوي لي مشاكل? Why? Why out of all the kids, you're the only one that causes me trouble? And you know, I was so angry with my mom because I said, Yumma, if she's saying that to you, who else is she saying that to? And my mom, you know, she's just so angry with me. And I remember getting, why is she so weak? Why is she like that? I was getting so angry with my mom. What I didn't realize, and I get emotional thinking about it, is my mother grew up in Palestine under apartheid. She had to not breathe. Look at the soldiers in the eyes. She shrank every time she went through a checkpoint. That's how she lived. So we come here, we say we're gonna educate our children. We're gonna make some money. We're gonna become doctors, lawyers, professors, all these beautiful things, engineers. You all pushed us to do it. We thought that will save our people. Not only in Palestine, in Sudan, in Yemen, in Syria, in Iraq, everywhere. But you see, it didn't save us, did it? Because one thing the city of Detroit has taught me is the truth. Look, I know how terrifying it is in this current political and cultural moment right now in our country. But we can't keep our head down. I always tell my Yumma, we tried it your way. It's time for me to try my way. I'm gonna sew mashakit. You know, it's not to diss those that are still fearful. It's not. But please do not judge us, the people that all go out there in the streets. You want to write an op-ed, write an op-ed. You want to write a letter, do it. Do interfaith work. Do whatever you need to do. But do not shake your heads when we're out there marching for Black lives, stopping the unbelievable, inhumane ICE operations in our community, and shake your head and say, oh, no, but nesh mashakil, we don't want trouble. It doesn't work that way anymore. More than ever, we need to be more engaged, more visible, and more unapologetic in our positions that we now know has to be centered on saving lives here at home and abroad. The political establishments, ya Jama'ah, have failed us. I know firsthand, watching my colleagues vote over and over again to send more bombs and weapons, while our neighborhoods still don't have clean drinking water. We have watched in horror as both Democrats and Republicans have ignored working class to carry out wars and now genocide of the Palestinian people. We'd rather send bombs and money to a rogue, violent apartheid state than fund free health care here at home. What many of my colleagues don't even want to acknowledge is that across the country, people who do not share my faith, our faith, or my ethnicity are demanding an end to funding the genocide, to war crimes, and forced starvation. It is clear. But my colleagues still won't poll their constituents on whether or not they want to fund a genocide. Poll them, I say. What would you do if you were me, Rashida? I mean, come on. I said, well, did you poll your district? You poll them on everything else. Poll this one. I dare you. There are too many warmongers in Congress, y'all. I watched them run to vote yes on the Pentagon budget that can't pass 7 audits in a row, where they can't even account for 66% of the assets. The war machine. You wanna know what's the most disgusting part? Is I learned that many of my colleagues own stock in war manufacturing. And some of those minutes that came out from some of the Raytheon and some of these other war manufacturers, like, man, we didn't make as much in Ukraine, but boy, are we making a lot of money with killing children and people and bombing hospitals and schools and tent communities in Palestine. Their stock portfolio makes money, and their campaign checks from pro-genocide groups increase. Every Palestinian who was killed with US weapons is because my colleagues, including President Biden and Trump, believe Palestinians didn't deserve to live. They think our brown and Black lives are disposable. But the American people are not with either of these presidents' positions. They're not with it. Today, I read that IMU Policy Project and the Gen Z for Change did a poll, you know, the poll that they don't listen to, right? Showing overwhelming support for sanctions on the government of Israel, similar to those included in the Comprehensive Anti-Apartheid Act of 1986 that we enacted against the apartheid South African government at that time. In that same poll, 77% of Democrats over the age of 65 said that Israel is committing a genocide. Just think about that. They polled 1,200 people, and if you're in politics, you know that's a lot of people. It's a good sample. In the same poll, they said 72% overall Democrats agree that the government of Israel is committing a genocide. What we fail to recognize is that many institutions that were built to protect people were actually built on obsession with death, extraction, oppression, and pain. Look at them. These institutions that were supposed to put us first, to protect us, no matter our color, no matter our gender, no matter our faith, our ethnicity. So we must understand that and understand why this organization is important. We must create our own institutions that push from the outside in, institutions that can outwork the hate with actions that expose our faith in a powerful way, but also build a voter and organizing block that can't be ignored. It's going to be slow. I'm a mom. I like to fix things right away. But you have to understand you got to build and build and build on it, and don't give up. It won't work right away. Again, brick by brick. I promise you, you will never be ignored after that. Organize your money, organize your votes, organize your voices. I'm witnessing an historic movement on college campuses across the country, shouting free, free Palestine. I know from Detroit to Gaza, from Milwaukee to Gaza, people in this room know that when people say free Palestine, they are also saying water is the human right, healthcare for all, no more wars, end mass incarceration, abolish ICE, housing for all, and so much more. Because I'm telling you now, I am sick and tired of people saying they're progressive but for Palestine. That ain't how it works. Because if they're making an exception for Palestine, they're making an exception for black and brown lives. Trust me. Here at home, they will cut our folks off of SNAP benefits, off of Medicaid, off of all the services. If they really cared about everyone in our country, then you would always see the people, again, protected. When I say to you, people die because they have no access to health care, look at it. Black maternal health crisis has not been addressed. More black women die giving birth than any other community. They'll do a task force, they'll study it, but they won't actually go and fix it. We are in the richest country in the world, yet we are watching people go bankrupt because they got sick. I see it all the time. The violence on our people doesn't have to come in a form of gun or bombs. The systems and structures around us kill our people. It has the same effect. Our government is scared, though. They're so scared of this mentality of, our country's not divided but disconnected. When our movements start connecting, the same people fighting for water as a human right, the same people wanting to end infant mortality or address black maternal health crisis and so much a housing crisis, when everyone understands how it's all connected, that's what scares them. But I know this, they're so scared of it. That's why they increasingly are desperate with these repressive policies. Look at them, how weak they are. They want to arrest us for speaking out. They want to shun us. They want to scare us. But we must continue to demand a complete arms embargo for all weapons to the government of Israel, no matter what they label it. I'm going to say this again. Offensive, defensive, whatever the hell you label it. A weapon is a weapon. Either you want to end the genocide or you don't. You can't sponsor Block the Bombs Act, yet vote for more funding to the same country that is committing genocide. It doesn't make sense. We're not stupid. I tell my colleagues, you can't sign a letter expressing concerns over forced starvation while enabling the same Israeli government committing the war crime of using access to food as a weapon of war. When you come and whisper to me, I don't like Netanyahu, well, great, then why did you send him $14 billion? You can't boycott Netanyahu's speech, yet meet with him later and even spread the racist rhetoric and lies of that government that is rooted in anti-Palestinian racism and Islamophobia. You can't sign letters supporting Palestinian statehood, yet fund the same government that doesn't support it. It goes, literally, they go out of their way to violate international law to make it impossible for Palestinian statehood. How are you for that, but yet you press the button while the Knesset continues to literally pass bills to make it impossible? Either you're for it or you're not. You know, war criminal Netanyahu has announced plans to forcibly expel the entire population and permanently occupy Gaza. Pay attention, that's the plan. No matter these little announcements that distract us, including today's announcements, this is the final stage of genocide. Colleagues will tweet about it and express concern, but they don't use the same power of their vote to express real opposition. But I know there will be a reckoning of these monstrous crimes, and the excuses of war criminals and their genocidal funders and cheerleaders will not save them from justice. Sometimes I wonder, and you know, my brothers hate it when I cry on the floor, but every time I say this, I look at them and I say to them, close your eyes. If maybe you close your eyes, pretend they're not Palestinian. Maybe then you would think that they were worthy of life. That you would think that their children, literally white phosphorus, the images of children, bodies melting from white phosphorus at the beginning of the genocide, then maybe you would have done something. I know the dehumanization started before I came to Congress. I knew that. I was a bit naive, but now I know. It was built on racist tropes that many continue to believe in. I was in caucus, the Democratic caucus, when a New Jersey Democrat got up and shouted, "They're all guilty." What I know is this. You know, I read the quote from Omar al-Akkad. He said, quote, "One day when it's safe, when there's no personal downside to calling a thing what it is, when it's too late to hold anyone accountable, everyone will have always been against it." I told the sheikh on my table, "Wallah umri ma minsa." I won't forget it. I watched how they didn't hesitate, not one bit. Even after Doctors Against Genocide and others would show them images of kids after kids with gunshots to their heads, they still voted for more funding. I know Palestine and countless places around the world before and after have been testing grounds for disgusting alliance of American politicians and the capitalists to innovate ways to starve and torture and kill people who demand their rights. Remember that. Gaza is a testing ground, unfortunately. And those tests are now echoing back across our country every single day. Masked ICE thugs are terrorizing our beloved neighbors. MEGA is systematically dismantling our government to make us sicker and poorer while the billionaires get richer. And the racists and bigots feel even more empowered than ever to spew out cowardly hatred. At the same time, we are seeing unprecedented resistance organically taking to the streets to protect our communities. Mashallah, I have seen countless videos of ordinary people that had never gone out before, putting themselves in line to protect others. ICE watches and mutual aid organizations are springing up across the country. Support them. Workers are unionizing and winning. Detroit was on the front line of workers withholding labor so they can finally live. I've seen it happen. It can work. There is a revolutionary energy in the air. It's exhausting, but it's revolutionary. It's our duty as Muslimin, though, to cultivate the power, people power, into a force that can fight fascism and genocide and win. I don't need to tell you that the Democratic establishment, the Republican Party establishment, has completely failed to present any meaningful resistance, because their donors are the same. They are. And at the end of the day, they serve the same interests. This is why this organization is so important. Please know neighbors across the country are hungry for this revolutionary change, and we can grow as a political force when we focus on organizing people that Democrats and Republicans have left behind. When people try to attack me for being the Democratic Socialist, I smile, because I like to show them my straight teeth being the elders of 14, because the UAW got us dental care. But when they attack me for being a Democratic Socialist, I tell them, I won't allow my neighbor to go hungry, and I won't allow my neighbor to go without access to water, which is life. If you want to attack me for that, go ahead, because that's what it means for me. Every person here can win a local election, believe me, and help someone that can get that you know get into office. A few hundred votes can change the trajectory of your community. I won my first congressional election by 899 votes. That's it. And you don't have to be a Democratic Socialist to be inspired by the primary win of Zahran Mamdani in New York. We are standing at a crossroad in American history. We're going to take this country back, I know it, for working families and defeat this pathetic, cowardly, hateful fascism. We're going to win because we don't have any other option. And yes, we are going to free Palestine. Because they have no other choice. Our movement isn't going anywhere. We're just getting started. The more you come at us, the more we grow. The more we speak up, the more we march, the more we can push back against those false narratives out there that continue to other us. I leave you with this. My Yama, my mother, she has continued to be the person that's like, Khalas Yamma, Khalila Allah, leave it to God. God will take care of it. I was like, what are you talking about? Yamma, please leave it. I said, Yamma, he doesn't walk the hallways. It's not, he's not in the Rayburn building. It's not, and she's so worried. And I remember, all the times that I've gotten arrested for one fair wage or, access to health care and the different kinds of radical things and people but I need it sometimes to fuel my own, like my soul gets chipped at. Sometimes I need it to replenish, to feel like, okay, I'm doing something, giving my community a bullhorn. I'm out there, I'm bringing attention to the issue that matters the most. But I had to tell my Yamma that the genocidal maniac war criminal Netanyahu was coming to Congress because I didn't know what was going to happen to me. And slowly but surely, my colleagues decided not to do the walkout, not to do anything. They decided to boycott it. And that's their own individual choice. They have to answer to their district. But I didn't feel it was right that no one in there was going to show that the American people ain't with this guy, ain't with this genocide. And I needed to be there. I didn't know I was going to be the only one. And when I got to, let me tell you, I walked in, I wore my keffiyeh. First of all, I had to tell my mom, okay? So I was like, Yamma, listen, hey, Jay, he's coming. And she's like, Anu Jay, who's coming? Oh, Vaka al-Hmar. And then she goes, Anu Yamma. She goes, Lesh? She goes, why is he coming? She's shocked. And I said, Yamma, Democrats and Republicans signed the letter inviting him. She goes, Khalas, yani. I said, Yamma, no, I'm going to go. I thought she goes, Yamma, b'nash mashakal. I thought she was going to say, Mom, Rashida, we don't want mashakal, we don't want trouble. But she didn't. You know what she said, Khalid? She goes, what are you going to wear? And I was like, okay. I said, I don't know, ilbis thob, you want me to wear a Palestinian thob? She goes, I'll get you one. And haram, my mom did, but it was one of those thobs that had like the big Palestinian flag. You know which one I'm talking about? It was so, I love you, Yamma, but like it was too much, So I at least took the belt, which had the Palestinian flag on, and I wore of course, my keffiyeh. And as I was walking, I got stopped 3 times. Ma'am, I said, no, I'm a member. I was showing them my pen. I'm a member. I work here. I'm a member. And finally, I think the last part, I could tell. I was like, oh, this guy came with him. And I smiled at him. Just like I kept thinking about all those smiles every time a Palestinian in Ramallah or in Gaza were getting arrested and they would look in the camera and they smile. And I was like, I just smiled at going on the floor, but I was shaking inside. I didn't know what to expect. I come in and you can hear, shh. Oh my God, Rashida's here. And so I was like, okay, I need to sit somewhere where I can look him right in the eye, because that's why Siti Shama taught me, right in the eye. So I find a spot. Well, nobody would sit next to me. I think one guy did, and he when I put the sign up, he took off, because I was like, I thought somebody was next to me. But at that moment, it wasn't sure, I really didn't know what I was gonna do. Congresswoman Cori Bush said, okay, well, she's my part-time minister, so she's like, good church fan, sis. I said, okay. So I created the church fan type. So I was like, well, it's a fan, but it really wasn't, you know what I mean? And so I had it in there, and she's the last person I talked to, and she's like, oh my God, I wish I was there for you. I said, no, I need you to stay in your district, need you to do what you need to do. You don't need to come and listen to his bullshit. And so I'm there, and at the moment, and I kept doing it, and you may not have seen it, but a colleague from Florida came and tried to rip it from my hand. People were saying things around me, and I just kept saying, but at least twice he looked right at me. And I made sure I strongly held it up, guilty of genocide. And I called my yama. Or I think she called me. And I said, yama. She goes, I'm proud of you. First time, I'm 49 years old, the first time she didn't yell at me and said, Binash Michelle, ليش رحتي سويتي مشاكل? Why'd you go cause her? ما قالتش هيك. She goes, I'm proud of you. Times are changing if my yama is now saying, go out there and protest and do everything. So please, don't hold your children back. You know who they are. You know they're on campuses. I know you love them. But this is not the time to hide, ya Jama'ah. This is the time to continue to be more visible, showing them we're unafraid and we're not going anywhere. It will be painful, but at the end, we will all be free, inshallah, and Palestine will be free, and our people here that suffer from these policies will be free from all of the hurt. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Wow, extraordinary. 899 votes. Aren't we lucky that those people showed up that day? Aren't we lucky to have a congresswoman like this fighting for us? I think it's important that we fight for her. That we fight for what she believes in. Inshallah. And now to conclude this amazing evening that we've all enjoyed together, I'd like to welcome Dr. Mashir Hassan for some closing remarks.
Wow. Sister Rashida, thank you very much for your remarks. You are inspiring. You are courageous, and you are uplifting. May God bless everything that you do. Say Alhamdulillah. I want to thank everyone for your time this evening. I know the hour is getting late, so I'll keep my remarks short. It's because of you that we're able to do the work that we are doing, because of your generosity, because of your dedication, and because you chose to show up. It's important to be present. I leave you with this one story that I learned as being a team doc for Brookfield East. Wes, you're not going to like this. East had a little bit of a difficulty because Brookfield's kind of been a soccer town. Football team wasn't all that good. They started winning some games. One of the players, when they started to become playoff contention, they said, hey, as we start to win, we need to start to act like we belong. So I leave you with that. As you start to enter rooms to carry out this mission, when you walk into those rooms, please make sure everyone in those rooms knows that you belong. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you to the organizers for setting up such a beautiful evening. Please drive home safely. May Allah bless all of you for all you're doing for us. Assalamu alaikum.
Tonight, we gather to celebrate a shared vision for Wisconsin's Muslim community. The Wisconsin Muslim Civic Foundation, or WMCF,